How's it going, ladies and Bruce? I'm Bobby Sixkilla and welcome back to Novena Diabolos. It is time for selection day. Oh, time for bed, and then it'll be time for selection day. And I'm pretty confident. I'm pretty confident that we've got this one figured out. But I guess we'll see in the morning, don't we? Maybe we'll survive and run away with a ghost, or perhaps we will pick the wrong person, get murdered, and become a sacrifice for the god of greed. Cool. It's time for me to make my choice. I pack up my things. I never carried much luggage around in the first place. I stuff some more things in my backpack, then sit down next to it. So this is really it, huh? Once I've made my final choice, I'm getting the hell out of this town. 9 long days of madness will finally come to an end. Right at that moment, my phone suddenly rings. It's like a teasing sign urging me to hurry up with my decision. So the day's finally here, the day where I have to choose. There's no need to rush this. This choice is the biggest I've ever had to make. It's life or death. Before making my final decision, I decide to go over the clues I've gathered once again. This choice is the last one. I have to carefully pick who I think the human woman is. This one. No. This one. Right? Jeez, I should have looked at it. Can I look at my evidence first? I've forgotten already. Yeah. The ghost. Sumi. Sumi Choi. Sumi technically isn't a real human. Sumi is the ghost of a schoolgirl that died a long time ago when a mysterious illness decimated the village she lived in. My own conclusions leads me to believe that Sumi isn't the culprit in the various murder cases around here. In more direct words, Sumi is not a witch, trying to deceive and kill me. Looking at all the evidence I've gathered so far again has helped me finally make up my mind. Alright. Time to pay Sumi a visit. Lucky we're already really close friends with her. Sumi's room happens to be right in front of mine. It's just past midnight. We have to get out of here before it's too late. I raise my hand and knock on her door. I can't help but feel watched, so I look nervously around before I do. The empty hallway seems longer than usual. It's as if I can hear my own breath echoing in the emptiness. Under pressure and low on time, I anxiously knock on Sumi's door. Who's there? It's me, Jin Sung. Sumi, your body. Her body, it looks even more transparent than it did previously. What's the matter? Oh, it's nothing. Though her fading appearance confuses me, I quickly come to my senses. I have to remain focused. I can't afford to let my mind wander now. We have to go now. Right now? Yeah, we have to be quick about it, before anyone notices us. Are you okay? Sumi asks me in a worried voice. Damn, guess I'm doing a real bad job of pretending to be calm and cool about all this. Yeah, I'm okay. Anyway, we have to move. I'll explain everything to you on the way. Let's go. I reach out to Sumi. Sumi hesitates. She seems overwhelmed by the sudden urgency. I speak to her in a loud voice once again. Come on. Let's get out of here and go see Gin Suk. Yes. Sumi takes my hand. I'm really thankful for Sumi putting so much trust in me. Holding her transparent hand, we're on our way to leave the motel as quietly and quickly as possible. We carefully approach the motel reception counter. The motel owner's probably asleep. I keep every single step as quiet as I possibly can. I can barely contain a high-pitched scream. It's the motel owner. Sitting right there in his usual spot like he always does. What's the meaning of this? Has he been watching me this whole time? Something about the motel owner is weird. He's blindly staring straight ahead with blank, empty eyes. There's a complete lack of focus, and he doesn't blink even once. It's as if he's more of a human-shaped object rather than a living thing. We make our way past the motel owner, a discarded, used-up tool. That's the impression I get when I look at him. Fucking harsh, bro. We leave the motel. No villagers or hooded priests are anywhere to be seen. Oh, those hooded priests are going to be well on our ass. That's a relief. We need to hurry and remain unnoticed. Jin Sung. Huh? Sumi suddenly stops. Maybe she's scared. I think she's turned even more transparent. What is it? I can't move. What? Something's wrong here. I take a closer look at Sumi. Her body seems frozen all over. Upon closer inspection, it actually looks like she's floating in the air. Sumi, she's slowly fading away. No, this can't be. Here, jump on my back. I turn around and lean over. Sumi hesitates for a short moment, then jumps on my back and presses against it. I'm sorry. You have nothing to be sorry about. Sumi's body is almost completely... Well, she is a ghost, right? Of course she doesn't weigh anything. I thought she felt light back then, but this is different. She feels like a feather. I'm not just imagining it either. Sumi is slowly disappearing. There's no doubt about it. I start walking again, this time with quicker steps. I have to hurry. Maybe it's just because of the circumstances, but Hope Hill feels even more unsettling and bizarre than before. There's something malicious lingering in the air, and the fog is thicker and stuffier than ever before. Strange. Strange? What is? Something dark is oppressing this place. The balance between all things is entirely out of order. My father told me to steer clear of places like this. It's rare to hear Sumi talk about things directly related to her work as a shaman. I'm not entirely sure what she means, but even I can recognize the imminent danger that prevails around here. Let's get out of here already. Yeah. Trying to keep all these foreboding, macabre thoughts at bay, I make haste to leave the village while carrying Sumi on my back. Before long, we arrive at the same spot that has led me around in circles a few days prior. Looking at the dense wall of fog reminds me of the despair I'd felt at that moment. I muster up my courage and step forward. Within an instant, Sumi and I are fully surrounded by fog. My vision becomes clouded. My breathing stuffy. My legs feel heavy like someone's tugging away at them. And I feel like small needles are constantly piercing me. I lose track of time, of how long we've been walking already. My perception of time and space seems to be all messed up within this veil of fog, and I'm certain we've already walked quite a bit. Nevertheless, there is no sign of the fog ending anytime soon. I pause for a moment and look around. Where the hell are we? Is this even the right direction? Did I already get lost in this fog? I can feel my resolve falter. Why am I even here in the first place? There has to be a reason. I cannot but chuckle like a madman. For a moment there, I seemingly forget all about Sumi's existence. All of this is ridiculous. I can't allow myself to forget about Sumi. I'm all alone in this fog. And I bite down on my lip to regain focus so hard that they start bleeding. I'm plagued by dangerous thoughts. Hey, are you okay? My heart is pounding in my chest. There's no answer to my question. Just a little more. I keep carrying Sumi while taking one step at a time. We're going to meet Gensuk, aren't we? I weakly squeeze out these words as my feet slowly move forward. Walking through this endless fog, I suddenly have an epiphany. I'm no longer driven by the prospect of my own survival. All that matters to me is Sumi. All I want is for Sumi and Gensuk to be reunited once more. The thought of that keeps my weak legs from crumbling underneath me, and then... From one moment to the next, it's all over. Like I've awoken from a bad dream. The fog is gone. The unpleasant, ominous energy that had surrounded my body has vanished. As the cherry on top, I can see my rusty but trusty car over in the distance. Is it finally over? I gasp and turn my head to look at Sumi. Hey Sumi, are you alright? Yes, but what was that? Sumi must have experienced strange visions amidst the fog as well. I don't know, Sumi, but we've made it. A shivering sensation makes me feel like I'm about to eat my words. With goosebumps all over, I turn my trembling body and look forward again. Hey, it's the devil, he's back. No way, what? You?
How very interesting.
It was he who had introduced himself to me as the witness. The very fiend responsible for this marathon of nightmares I've had to endure. The one who had told me I had a chance of surviving this. Who treated my life as nothing more than a game and standing right in front of me. What are you doing here? Why, there's no way.
What you really want to ask me is whether you have failed for some reason. Isn't that so? What a silly thought. No, of course not. You were the best, the darling champion. Satan wishes to let his satisfaction be known as well. He had nothing but praise for this most entertaining of games.
That's great and all, but then... Why were you sent here? The witness can't hide an indecipherable smirk as I pose my question. Something about his ominous smile deeply unsettles me. What is this? I did everything just as I was told. What else is there? Jun-sung, what is that guy? A ghost? No, a demon? Or is he something different altogether? It's not like we know each other. All I know is that he's the one who kept us locked up in that town. I glare at the witness while saying that. He still has the same smile on his face.
My business with you has already concluded. I am here because that being on your back might be interested in hearing me out.
Me? His unexpected remark makes me look back at Sumi. Sumi seems just as confused by his words as me.
Your expression betrays a lack of knowledge, so let me indulge you. We selected a handful of candidates that were invited here to fill a vacant seat. Of those candidates, only the one picked by the outsider would qualify as a worthy successor.
The witness smiles and looks at me as he says that. He's referring to my role in this demonic ritual.
5 demonesses were picked as potential successors. Unfortunately, one of them, begrudgingly, had to announce that she was indisposed. But now this. Whoever would have expected a spirit to inhabit this beautiful remote land?
The witness's gaze shifts towards Sumi.
By definition, you, as an earthbound spirit, also happen to fit the criteria. Thus, from the moment this man decided to leave with you, you automatically became qualified to claim the empty seat. I am here to recommend you make use of this rare chance.
Wait, what?
Should you sacrifice the life of this man who has chosen you, you will gain immeasurable power in your new position. Everything you could want could be yours.
I can't even... What's all this now? He's seriously urging Sumi to kill me. This is ridiculous. Sumi speaks with a voice full of both fear and anger. The witness, however, doesn't seem to be bothered by it in the slightest.
When I say everything you could ask for, I truly mean everything. For instance, seeing your precious friend again.
I can feel Sumi shaking and shivering behind me. It's obvious what he's trying to get at. Gin-suk. He's telling Sumi that she can meet Gin-suk again, whispering irresistible thoughts in her ear.
However, should you refuse the invitation, the 9-day ritual will come to its conclusion here, and your human body will dissolve completely. Rather than reuniting with your friend, you will become a wandering spirit wading through the world of ghosts, forever alone and forgotten, left only with the memory that you've accomplished nothing.
Sumi and I both don't know what to say. My face is as pale as snow. No matter the choice Sumi makes, the outcome that awaits is horrible either way. Either I die, or Sumi fades away forever. This is the cruelest trick the devil has played on us this far. There's no regard for human life, no regard for the bond of a friendship that should have lasted forever. All of this just playful entertainment for these beings of pure evil. Sumi appears to be deep in thought. Then she pushes my shoulders down like she wants to get off me. I kneel down a little and slowly set Sumi down. With weak, slow steps, she walks forward and stands between me and the witness.
Very well then, what is your answer?
Sumi looks at me. I nod to her. Truth be told, I don't even know what I'm nodding for. All I know is that I deeply empathize with Sumi, who's caught at the crossroads of this cruel choice. After a while, Sumi turns around again, as if she's finally decided on something. And then... I won't do it, I hate you! Sumi shouts with a louder voice than ever before.
I see, so that is your choice. Pathetic.
With these words, the witness disappears like a cloud of smoke. Everything is quiet again, as if nothing ever happened. Huh. With a sigh that breaks the silence, Sumi looks at me. It's a sigh that seems to signal the end. Moments later, Sumi's body noticeably fades, turning blurrier by the second. This means she'll be gone any moment now. No, please, no. Hey, Sumi! As I try to grab Sumi, my hands aimlessly flail through the air. My body passes through that of Sumi and I fall to the ground. No. Not like this. There has to be a way. I didn't come this far for things to only end like this. At the very least, the two of us will still need to visit Gyeon-suk's grave together. I raise my head in desperation and look at Sumi. She's standing still without looking back at me. I'm truly sorry. I really wanted to introduce you to Gyun-suk. Sumi vanishes. I can't move. I don't know what to do. All I can do is stare at the spot she was standing in just seconds ago. When she was forced to make her choice, I was prepared to accept anything. The more I think about it, the more I realize that no matter the choice, it would have crushed me. The devil's vile plan was rotten to the core, all the way up till the end. It sounds like he didn't know she was a spirit to begin with. Sumi is gone now. Her one and only wish left unfulfilled after being so close within reach. Her whole life she was shunned, an existence marred with sadness. And even in death she was never granted happiness. I live because she threw away her last chance at getting what she longed for. What a beautiful starry night. Surely some of you old night owls are still out there on the road, right? Remember to drive safely. And tomorrow? What? It's tomorrow already? Time sure flies now, doesn't it? Well, I wish all of you a great day today. Is my life one worth so much? Is any life? Really? I'm only here because Sumi chose an eternity of suffering. That girl. It's been about a month now since that whole nightmare transpired. Even though I was missing for nearly 10 days, nobody ever thought of me as someone who got dragged into something unexpected, but rather as someone so clueless that he forgot to contact his superiors while on the job. However, being called incompetent by my colleagues is nothing compared to the hell I've been through. I've slowly been settling back into my old life. All while consistently gathering information about the three friends, Sumi, Kwon, and Gyun-suk. I found out that even Kwon, the only one of them who supposedly survived, died of the disease not long after, as did a majority of the villagers who had left their hometown in a hurry. The only one I couldn't find any records on was Sumi. In conclusion, despite my best efforts, I couldn't find out anything about Sumi's death or where she's buried. But I did in fact manage to locate Gyun-suk's grave. Gyun-suk is buried in a cemetery, a fair distance away from the village. It appears all the people who couldn't leave the village and died there were buried in the same place. That cemetery, however, has long since been forgotten about, and now is an abandoned site no longer maintained by anyone. I stare at the cemetery, surrounded by nothing but silence. I wonder if Gyun-suk is eternally plagued by regrets as well. These kids don't deserve this. Nobody does. The more I think about it, the sadder and angrier I get. I check out the remaining graves. Hwang Won-tae, Young-gok Lee, and Gyun-suk Park. I come to a halt in front of the grave. It's a dark thought, but I guess I should be grateful the grave is still standing at all. The tombstones around here have crumbled and are mere remnants of what they looked like long ago. I slowly put the bouquet I prepared on Gyun-suk's grave. I stand still in order to offer up a moment of silence out of respect. I look at the grave a little longer. It's hard to describe the plethora of emotions brewing within me right now. I have to force myself to slowly walk away. My feet feel heavy. I truly hope the three of you will find peace, the peace you deserve. I'll always remember you. And that's it. Man, that was a sad ending, but that game was fucking phenomenal. I really enjoyed that. That was great. So yeah, I highly recommend it. Especially since it says it mixes it up and it's different every time. Which is pretty crazy. I'm lost for words. Especially since it says on... I think it says on the Steam page that it's only in Korean, which is clearly not true. So that probably doesn't help the sales, at least in the West. So, you know. If you speak English, there is a DLC for it as well, which I might try and grab and do as well. Because that really blew me away. It really did. I'm not going to run through the game again on the channel, but if I get the DLC, I'll definitely do that. And I will leave you here. But if there is a post-credit scene, I'll be back for that one. But if there's not, anyway, hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out with me, and I'll see you in the next one.
쓰려 발버둥 쳐봐도 거짓으로 가득 차버린 곳이야. 명대로 닿을 수 없는 곳에 숨었지. 모든 것이 멈춰버린 이곳이야. 그들이 날 보고 있어. 차가운 시간은 나를 더 조여와. 결국 나는 널 찾을 수 있을까. 안개 속 그 손을